Welcome to the MCTV Summer Takeover. I'm Michael.
I'm Tony.
We are here with Jesse Priest and our awesome guest, Jacob Gibbs.
Hello. Thanks for having me, man.
Welcome, Jacob. How you doing, man?
Good. I'm fired up.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
This is the first time I've actually been on somebody else's podcast.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're a host.
Yeah.
You're
yeah.
a podcast host. What's the name of your podcast?
Guest 2 with Jacob Gibbs.
I like that. Guest 2.
Yeah.
You seem like a really laid back host. I like that. Like, I bet your guests come in and get comfortable.
We just, a lot of times, man, I even hit record and they don't even know we started yet.
You just get it going. See, I'm the opposite. I'm like, get in here and make yourself at home. I just got to get some things together. Just relax.
I know what you're talking about, though, because there's so many times.
Tony's look at him laughing.
It's funny because it's true. Y'all at home don't see this, but when we get
guys need anything?
Just relax, guys. Just relax.
You're the captain I want on my ship.
But you are right. A lot of times you get in there and you get to talking and you're like, oh, could you say that again? You know, it's like, and the story's never as good the second time, as it is the first.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I wish, Jared the other day was kind of laughing at the music, and I thought I wish we had some good opening music. Who do you think had the best entrance music in wrestling?
Oh, in wrestling?
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan,
Oh,
baby.
yeah.
Yes, no
absolutely.
John Cena.
I am a real American. That makes me, honestly, right now.
You telling me?
Yeah. Yeah. Coming in with the flag. Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah.
That's the best. It still pumps me up, man.
All the way, Hogan,
Oh, yeah,
right?
for sure.
Well, that's just my generation, though.
I think I'm with him, though.
Yeah, Hogan. Come on,
How
Tony.
not
He was
John
American.
Cena?
Yeah.
What are you
It's-
acting like we're 1,000 years apart in age? You're 2 years younger than me.
Exactly.
2 years
with
apart.
Hogan.
When did you graduate, Jacob?
I graduated in 2002.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
right. Okay,
Yeah,
close to me. So we're okay.
So back when we were watching wrestling, the NWO was just coming on. Do you remember that?
In high school, yeah.
I lost some friends over that.
Oh man,
kidding. It was that big a deal.
You were with the NWO.
Yeah, because I accidentally found out that Hulk Hogan had went.
Yeah, and that was it.
Yeah, and it so happens we went to the flea market the next day.
Yeah.
And my grandmother bought me an NWO shirt. So when I wore that thing to school Monday.
That was it. Your buddies just said, no.
They were
not
like, no
happening.
way Hulk Hogan's turned bad,
He
It's like, I
turned.
promise you, man.
He
saw
turned.
it.
He was a
Yeah.
pretty good heel, right? Yeah. Okay. Wrestling, yeah. Hulk Hogan, best music.
That's a crazy segue.
That's debatable.
Debatable.
It's not
Man,
debatable.
no, it's not.
Tony.
It's John Cena's intro is the best.
All right, so do we miss The Rock with the fanny pack or The Rock now? Like, which one?
The
Do you?
Rock.
Oh man, The Rock. Yeah, I miss.
Rock Fanny Pack Rock was the
Man,
best.
The Rock wrestling was great.
What about that police officer that's like, where's he from? Like Jasper?
Big Boss Man.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
that
that's
dude that-
Morgan County.
Is it- yeah,
The
yeah,
Big Boss.
Morgan,
yeah.
Oh, no,
yeah.
you're talking about the,
The guy
police
that
officer
looks
looks like.
Yes, that police officer.
Yeah.
He's from Morgan County.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's jacked, too.
Yeah,
That's
is he?
huge.
Have you met him?
No, I've seen pictures
seen-
of him.
Oh,
Yeah.
I kind of talked and stuff, and like The Rock reached out to him, and
Yeah.
like The Rock's got like his own brand of
Really?
like what, tequila or something.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He like sent him a bottle and was like, "Hey man, maybe one day we can actually have a shot,
Yeah.
face to face." or
His
something."
tequila's not that bad.
I have no idea.
I've never tried it. I don't even know what it
tried The
is.
Rock's
What it's called.
tequila.
I quit
Terramana.
liquor.
I thought you meant I don't even know what tequila is. Never heard of it. Okay, Michael.
Say,
I'm not big on it, but if The Rock asked me to come have a shot of tequila with him,
You're
I would
gonna have a
definitely do
shot
it.
of tequila.
Yeah.
Well, if the Morgan County Sheriff, or
I
he
reached out
offered,
to
I
him.
Look-alike.
Yeah. Yeah.
oh, you reached out? Is he gonna be on the podcast?
Nah, he never got back with
He
me.
wouldn't do it. Huh?
You
I
know,
usually
I'm
never heard
sure
from
he's
him.
got plenty of people reaching out to him. Hey man, can you?
I don't
Can
think he's
you-
done anything though, other than just
No.
kind of play,
Yeah.
play on it or whatever.
I reached out to the Hawk Tui girl.
Did you? What was her response?
my
Has she gotten back with you? She's in that. She's all over
I'm
the
furious.
internet.
I'm so furious.
She's
We were talking about this a little bit, but has women ever like looked at you and said, "You're a dipper. That's so sexy," because they know
No.
hair. They know like hair's not a factor because we're always walking around going. You know what I'm talking about? You ever thought about that?
I have not.
So you guys are dippers, huh? Big dippers. Yeah. Do you
No, I've never had anyone come up to me like that sexy. That you
because
did.
of your dip?
Yeah.
That's not been the thing that brought them on.
No,
So like, if you were on a dating app, not that either of y'all would be, but if you were, you wouldn't put
right. Couple
excellent
long
dipper
cut.
in the profile. Like, that's not
Professional.
dipper. Maybe though,
Been dipping since 02, something like that.
So we figured out this week that hawking a loogie was sexy, pretty much, because it sounds like because it's like the way she done it.
Right. She went all in. So if you hadn't seen it, if you don't know what we're talking about,
you've seen it. If
yeah,
you guys
look it up. She's kind of gotten famous for
It's up in Nashville too.
up in Nashville,
Local.
some kind
They
of.
got songs, beats.
Everything.
What do you mean to her doing this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just so stupid.
Does that bother you as an artist, Jesse?
It bothers me as a human, but it bothers me as an artist.
Is that?
Random things that go viral like that. Like you don't even
It's
know.
the stupid things that go viral.
Yeah. What is the point?
Yeah,
What-
but that's
what-
kind of like a tattoo, right? She's got to live with this.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
and
from here on.
I'm covered in tattoos, so
Yeah.
I guess
there's car tags. People
Whatever.
are racing to get car tags for that on there.
Oh, somebody in Coleman
Yeah.
has one. I seen them. One of my friends
Justin
on Facebook.
Twilly, maybe one of them.
was it?
Yeah,
Was
I
it?
think
They got a car tag,
Yeah.
a personalized.
HW or
Wow.
HAWKTUA or something.
Yeah.
Because I think it's like only 7 or whatever.
Okay.
yeah.
Who knew? Who knew?
Like that was not my first thought either. Like, let me go get that on my car tag.
Right.
I gotta be the first.
Yeah. That's
I would like to know what she was worth a week ago and what
Versus
she's
today.
worth this morning. Yeah.
Hey, overnight sensation. That's what
Oh,
it is,
yeah.
right? That's the world we live in, the TikTok thing. Jacob, you've got a little experience with that, right?
Yeah.
You're on TikTok or were what? Are you on there? What's
I am
going
on
on?
there.
It's the fastest dancer in the world.
I'm the fastest dancer in the world.
He beat his son by like a mile.
If y'all hadn't seen it, check out what's your handle? How do we find it?
Jacob Gibbs 03.
On TikTok.
Yeah.
And then you also have a guest too.
I do,
TikTok, don't you?
man. But it got shut down so many times. I just kind of
Why
almost
they?
quit piddling with
Would you
it.
get banned a lot? What?
Well, I got kicked off of live. I couldn't do live for like 7 days.
What?
And you're not going to believe this, okay?
Was it
the reason?
For
something you
everything you see on TikTok. I mean, I've seen a kid peeing in a Dr. Pepper can. I've
Oh,
seen,
my. Yeah.
I got banned from going live on TikTok over vaping.
Oh, you
for
vaped
real?
on.
You cannot
on a
vape
stream.
on there.
I
That's
didn't know
considered
that.
doing something hazardous for your health.
No, there's no way because
I
like I've seen
promise.
these TikTok like gamers,
Yeah.
and they're all the time.
They
like,
must have more followers
vaping
than
or
I do.
something.
Yeah, I can show you on my phone.
That's so.
So,
Hey.
Jacob, what you're saying is if you've got a little pool, you can vape, but
Yeah,
otherwise, there's some cutoff there.
Somebody, what they do, I think somebody reports it. Somebody that probably don't like it just
Somebody,
reports it.
that's what happened.
This
Yeah.
Alabama boy.
So do you have like
Smoking his
some
cigarette.
podcast beef with anybody? Like, do you have an idea like who it could be?
No, not
You know-
really.
I
think it's
think-
really just people that's just bored.
Well, you know,
yeah.
probably what you need to do is find like some moderators.
Yeah.
Like, because apparently, like, so once you go TikTok live and you start getting up to a certain spot in it, you can, like, let's say I do my lives from my
Yeah.
shows.
You
and,
go.
like,
In other words, you go live on TikTok
Yeah.
at your live show.
right.
Okay.
And so if
watch them.
somebody's talking trash and I made Tony a moderator,
Yeah.
he could just be like, hey, get up out of here.
The enforcer.
He can, shut him down.
Tony, the enforcer.
Get up out of here, boy.
I need a manager. That's what I need.
That's right.
TikTok
I'll manage
manager.
you.
Come on, man. We're
There
gonna
we
do
go.
it.
There you go.
Take it
That
over.
would go viral.
Jacob, do you want it? Do you want to go viral? Would you be happy with that? It's kind of a mixed feeling, isn't it?
You
Yeah,
kinda
I
went
wouldn't want to do
viral.
it for Hawk Tuvian. I'll tell
Well,
you
I was
that
going
right
to say
now.
it depends on what it's for.
That's
isn't
right,
it?
yeah.
And that's hard to control.
So let's just get it out there. The
Yeah.
Speedo video that's got like 1.1 million.
You are so you're out there.
I've got
I mean,
it's
what's
TikTok's
the most
funny.
views you've had?
That one's almost at 5 million, I think.
I'll
5
go tell
million.
you right now.
Wow.
And it actually got It's
Wow.
pretty close to 1 million.
The one,
likes
yeah, the
on it.
one
Wow.
where he dances with his son has 4.8 million.
You're dancing with your son. Your son's funny.
He is.
That's
a
what I've
nut.
heard.
He is absolute nut.
Is he?
He's big into Michael Jackson. So
Okay.
he's got the little red Thriller leather jacket.
Yes.
It's got all the zippers. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's
Yeah.
like- and so somebody showed him just recently. I mean, he can do the moves. He can sing the songs.
And he dances, he sings.
Yeah,
Is
he's
this
pretty
on TikTok?
talented. I put it on Snapchat more.
Okay.
If I get a
Okay.
lot of hits on Snap, like a lot of responses, then most of them I'll move it to TikTok and
Gotcha.
Facebook. Yeah. But he actually wanted to drive his little truck down to the road and street perform on the side of the road.
Oh my god!
But he's good at it.
Does he have
I mean,
like a jar out, like a tip thing or
No.
anything? He's
I was
just
like-
doing it for fun. He doesn't even care about
No,
the
he don't
money.
care about it,
He's
no.
just out there for fun.
Yeah, he's
Man,
wanting
that's
to do
great.
that pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Shoot, man.
But he if he don't become a comedian, man, something's wrong. Like, yeah.
All right, we'll be watching for
He's
him.
funny,
Yeah,
dude.
he's a nut.
Yeah.
I've done a few things with Jacob, like, I've played shows for him, and we've done the podcast and stuff, and he's always just been around in there.
Oh yeah,
Little
he's
character.
ready.
All right.
Actually, the night y'all came and played, if you've never had Jesse come to your house, but he'll come and you play for 4 straight hours. Like, he will just keep playing.
4 hours.
Yeah, and
4
it's like-
marathon.
No
set.
break?
And it's
No
like,
break?
it's like, dude, you want something to eat? You want something to drink? Nah, I'm good. Yeah, I got something to drink. Or whatever.
He's a professional.
And then some people showed up late that had been at the drag strip.
Yeah.
And they were like, did he just say last song? You should have seen people going in their wallets. I mean, it was.
What do you mean trying to keep him?
Oh, yeah.
After 4 hours? Wow.
Y'all made out
Look
good.
at this.
Yeah, we would have partied all night. Man.
Yeah.
It was great.
I think we did. Like,
it was after midnight for
after
sure.
midnight,
There you
for
go.
definite.
Yeah.
Jacob, do you shop a lot in town? Do you do the grocery shopping or anything?
I do some grocery shopping. Yeah.
Where do you go?
To be honest with you, if I'm gonna grill a steak or something, I always make the trip out to the butcher.
Oh, of course. Yeah,
the
the
butcher
butcher.
is.
Yeah.
I mean,
You like it? You like it out there?
oh yes, I do. I love it.
Tony,
I mean,
do you
that's-
get stuff from the butcher?
No, but I keep telling myself whenever the grocery list gets given to me, so I go get groceries. If there's any like beef or anything that really I could probably get at the butcher, I
Yeah.
always tell myself, let me go there and check.
Go to the butcher. Yeah.
Let me just see what
Yeah.
it looks like.
Yeah.
It's good.
And
man.
and every time I say it, I never end up going up there. So.
So this is kind of our recurring guest question. Is it North or South Walmart?
Oh, I'd have to. One time at South Walmart, there was a guy that worked in the gardening center. Sold me some rotten mulch. Man.
No, it didn't happen.
The first
That
time
did
it
not
rained,
happen.
first time it rained, it all went away. For real, killed all my flowers. That stuff was so potent it killed the neighbor's flowers. Man. No, I remember you
Listen,
talking
I have a
about
lot
that.
of pride in that garden center.
I was going to say, was it about the
good.
time that Michael was
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
I guess I'll probably go 157 more, but I'm closer to Arab, so I always just run over to Arab. But I've got a story
Whoa,
about that.
hold on.
too.
What's that like? The Arab Walmart. Do they
It's
just
not
have
bad.
one? They
Yeah,
just
it's
have the one? Jake?
Yeah, and it's normally pretty busy.
Yeah. Did
Yeah.
they have like? Is it the newish? With the self checkout.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I think all of them self checkout now.
Yeah. Okay. So they're all going
pretty much. Yeah. Now the
Yeah.
157 one, my wife went there and said it practically looks like Target.
That's what. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I
That's
said.
the
I told
better
my
one.
kids. I said they're trying to make this Target.
Yeah.
Really?
But you know what they? I mean, you
That
can tell.
the 157 Walmart's the better Walmart out of all the Walmarts.
Guys,
Sorry.
it's got to be hard being a cashier at Walmart because have you noticed even the self checkout quits after like 2 weeks? The brand new ones, they're just like, I'm
I don't
done.
wanna
Like
work
there's
here.
never all of them working. Like some of them
yeah.
have the
They
red
don't-
light
Michael,
or
they don't have enough.
No
They
cash.
don't have enough. What is it? Walmart associates to watch the.
No, I'm talking about
self-checkouts.
even in the lanes. Sometimes there's one out or something. You know,
Yeah. No.
man, even they're like after a few weeks. No,
golly,
I'm
it's-
done.
Me too.
Well, it kills me too because, like, back in the day, it was the whole joke was, oh, we go to Walmart, there's one lane open. Now you go to
The
Walmart,
joke,
there's
it's still a
two.
running joke.
There's two. It's one real person and one self
And
checkout.
one
Oh, yeah.
self-checkout.
I think we should get 10% off, like the employees.
I do too,
I mean, if
yeah.
we're having to work,
You need to
bagging
get
our
paid
own
for it.
groceries, which I
Yeah.
don't buy groceries from Walmart, but yeah.
But then again, you still have to like certain items you buy. You still have to like.
they have
get
to
them
come to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But don't you feel that way sometimes at some of these places, some of the restaurants, like a walk up at the counter and get your food. You know what I mean?
Like
Sit down,
Moe's over here,
and they're
like,
like, "How
yeah.
much tip?" I'm like, I should be tipped. I took the tray to the table. Well, who am
I'm
I
with you.
tipping at this
I am
point?
with you.
I mean, don't get me wrong. You tip your servers. You know, I'm not talking. And if they bring it out to you,
Right.
but you know the ones where you're really just there at the counter getting it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So like Starbucks.
Do they do that? I don't
think
know.
so. Yeah.
Do them. Well, I mean, like if you go to the Chinese buffet over here in town, they bring you drink, but like you pretty much go get your own food.
Yeah.
Do you-
Over here
so
at
you don't
Moe's,
tip. You don't tip.
They don't even bring you your drink. You go get
You
your
get
own
your drink. You
at
fix your
Moe's.
drink.
Do I?
Do you tip at Moe's and the buffet?
Mo, you're talking about Moe's. Welcome to Moe's Burritos.
No.
Tony,
Right here.
Welcome to Moe's.
Moe's
Oh,
don't
is
have
that
a
what
buffet.
you're talking about?
No.
What?
I'm talking about Moe's barbecue.
We're at Moe's Barbecue, Tony.
If
Where
they've
are
got to
you?
clean up the table, I
He
normally
said.
leave a few
He
bucks.
just
you know.
said the Chinese buffet, Michael.
No, I agree. I'm with Jacob on that. If they have to clean the table off,
I'll leave
I
a couple
normally tip.
bucks.
Yeah.
Especially the
That's
Chinese
nice.
restaurant, like,
That
they
is
do
nice.
everything
Yeah.
but wipe the table down.
Yeah.
Like when
Yeah.
you get done with the plate, they're like, "Oh, I got this," and then
That same rag all day.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But there's
That's
a new
how
rule
most
in Walmart.
restaurants are, though.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
yeah. But that stuff, like I went to school for culinary arts or college, and that stuff that you put in them cleaning buckets with them rags, that's some potent stuff.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
It's like
It'll
killing
bleach
everything.
your hands.
Will
Oh,
it?
yeah,
It's bruh.
for sure. They got a rule in Walmart now too, like a new rule that I didn't know about till just recently.
What's that?
But it was almost my son's birthday, so we told him we'd take him and let him get something at Walmart early. You know.
Okay.
So it's the weekend. I'm like, I'm gonna get some beer, right? So get up to the register with a self checkout lady. You know, the one that's like the supervisor, like
gotta
the Barney
come
Five.
and yeah.
It's like-
Yeah.
She comes straight to me and says, "If either one of those kids touches the
Yeah.
alcohol, we won't sell it to you."
Yeah.
Okay. Is that something new?
No, that's been there for a while now.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it used to be.
What do you
the
mean
buggy.
touches it? Like
Like if it-
like
so-
they're carrying the 6-pack?
Like if you
It-
even have it
if-
in the buggy and it touches them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if they reach
Yeah.
in and they're like, "Oh, Dad, I want this Snickers." and then
Yeah.
And they,
Touch it.
if they brush
It's
the
game
box.
over.
Yeah,
Yep.
I told
Game
that
over.
lady though. I was like, I mean, the kids. I've already told them they know what to do. We're not going to open the toys or the beer till we get the truck. And she just looked at me all crazy. And, yeah, so-
Oh my god.
Oh man, yeah, I haven't heard that. I didn't know that.
yeah,
They touch it.
I learned it too, man. You know?
Okay.
So, in other words, his 6-year-old's a great driver.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Play me toy, we'll get home.
Yeah, I made that mistake. I went to Walmart to get some beer, and I was with my buddy, and I told him to hold it while I grabbed my because we went to self
that, doesn't
checkout,
sound, that sounds bad.
and there she's like, "Sir,
Yeah.
sir,
No.
sir, you
Both
can't-
IDs.
you
I would say
can't-
well
you can't."
deserved, Tony. Well deserved, though.
Listen,
That's
listen.
different
I'm
from
with you.
brushing up against it. You know,
Yeah.
you're
No,
kind
but
of
they've
I feel like that's a little extreme.
yeah,
you know, like
yeah,
on the-
Tony. She should have handcuffed you probably.
Because, I mean, in restaurants, like, if you go out and eat and you order a beer or something with your food,
Yeah.
like, it's supposed, like, if your kid touches it, you're supposed to get in trouble about that, too. Like, you're not supposed to get served.
Oh, like
anything.
in the.
You know how many
Yeah,
Mexican
like-
restaurants I've gone to with underage?
Whoa.
Not like that.
I know.
But-
I knew they always ID'd. Like if you
Yeah.
if you got
Yeah.
two adults, most of them they'll ID both
Oh,
of
yeah,
you.
you
Yeah.
You know.
have to.
Yeah,
But
they
I
do
never.
that.
I didn't know that about the kids. I was like, what?
Well, we went to a store in Huntsville the other day, and I'm so used to being around Coleman, I guess, and like the counties
Yeah.
that me and Jess, my fiance, we were going to Huntsville to play a private gig, and she was like, "Well, I'm gonna buy, or will you get me these? You know, I left my ID in the car or whatever." And I said, "Yeah, that's fine." So just because that we were in the store together, they said that she had to go get her ID.
Oh yeah.
And she's like, "Oh my god, I gotta go to the van." Get my ID.
Yeah.
So
They'll
she goes
get you.
out.
Yeah. All right, Jacob, you got any game day traditions? Football season will be coming pretty soon. Do you do a lot?
Yeah, well, we watch Auburn. I'm an
Yeah.
Auburn fan, so
Yeah.
hey, tell me about it, dude.
Yeah. Was that a Hawk Tua? Wow.
Like a
wait.
gag.
So we're on the football kick.
Yeah.
Did y'all see? So I got a picture of the Hawk Tua girl wearing a jersey of Tua. And it says, "Have
So they're
y'all
both
seen
gonna-
Tua's sister Hawk?"
Oh my.
Because that's how they're spelling that. Yeah, you know, I didn't even think about that.
Tua.
Wow.
We normally, I like, we used to go down to Auburn a lot. My wife actually graduated from Auburn 2010.
Okay.
And I actually like tailgating more than I do going to the game.
Yeah, out
You
just
know?
out and on the
Yeah, sit outside.
Yeah, that's
you know,
fun.
watch it
isn't
on
it?
the TV, you know, whatever.
So do y'all,
And,
do y'all still go a lot or not as much?
Well, we hadn't got to go last year. We didn't go any because my daughter was cheering. So yeah, this year she's not cheering. So we plan to go. Yeah,
You mean cheer like you got to go to the
every
events and
Saturday. You
things?
know, they got the cheerleading. Yeah, they
that's a
take it pretty
lot.
serious.
That's a lot.
It's taken pretty serious.
Yeah.
I wonder how, and I wonder if I'm the only person in Coleman that's
Probably
like
are.
this, but I probably am. I'm not a huge football person.
You don't do football.
No, you're not. Yeah, my
What do you on the weekend? What do you do? So if games day, you're just what relaxing, getting ready
What's
to play a
your-
show.
You're
Yeah.
probably playing a show. Aren't
do you
play a
you
show
do you,
and-
do you watch sports at all?
Not really.
You don't watch much at all, do you? Jesse?
I don't really watch TV.
You don't watch
I don't watch television. Like, I mean, we have Netflix and there's shows.
Do you watch
here and
Netflix?
there.
Jacob, do you stream and stuff?
Yeah.
My wife likes the net. I'm a first 48 guy.
First 48.
Naked and afraid. First 48.
You like the crime
Yes,
stuff?
Is
that what you watch?
Yeah, and I go back through demand. And honest to God, I have almost watched every single first 48. I'm not kidding.
Do you feel like now you could solve some?
I
Like
do,
If we had
yeah.
like if we had something
But I
come
just think
up.
it's interesting, you know, because it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I think it's him now. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
they
I
kind
just-
of they have the red herring here and there.
Have you ever made the connection that like these first 48 hours makes us feel like we're watching Scooby-Doo again?
No.
Did you ever
What?
think about that?
No.
What?
Think about it.
Because
In
they try to
Scooby-Doo,
solve their crime.
Listen, in Scooby-Doo, we try to figure
Yeah.
out who the person is
Yeah.
underneath the mask.
Okay.
In the first 48, you're trying to figure out who's the killer.
Who's behind the, yeah.
That's just
Yeah,
a
who's
basic
behind-
mystery, Tony.
No.
That's any mystery
watch-
ever.
I don't watch cartoons anymore.
But because you've grown up and you're watching adult version of
That's every crime show.
is it
What
though?
crime show are they not trying to figure out the killer? Like, well, we got a killer here, but who cares?
I just think there's a connection there. I think there's a connection.
Okay.
I just think
All
there's a
right. I
connection.
don't know that.
I'm kind of upset. You don't watch Scooby Doo no more?
You know
Yeah.
what?
No cartoons,
No
no,
cartoons.
anime, Jacob.
Well,
you don't do any of that.
Well, the cartoons, my kids like them, or my son does. He likes some of them, but
Yeah.
he's so eat up with music. I mean, that's what he wants to stay
He's
on.
down.
to.
Yeah, I've got one like that.
now,
It's all
you
about.
used to do music too, though, a little, didn't
What do you mean?
Yeah, I
What do you
played-
mean? You play
Yeah, I
Jacob
play
played.
guitar.
and sing?
No, I can't sing, dude.
Okay. Okay.
My mama won't even say I'm a good singer. I'm telling you, I'm terrible at
She
singing.
told me.
Yeah.
She told Jesse. She said you're terrible.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
No, I keep my singing totally in the shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you played? Did you play professionally or just
no,
fun or
I
just
was
some friends?
just a small like high school.
What kind of
band.
music did y'all play?
We played classic rock. We actually got to play
Classic
at
rock.
Relay for Life. Yeah, we got to play there.
Really?
My
Like
favorite-
in 98?
Yeah, back
99?
when it was pretty big. Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite
Maybe
thing
I
was
saw
their
you.
band.
You may
name.
have. The Morris Williams Band.
That was your name?
Yeah, that was
the
a
Morris
history
Williams
teacher.
Band.
Yeah.
For those
Named
that-
after a teacher?
Yeah, yeah. Well, those that don't know, he ran.
For superintendent.
Yeah.
Really? Did he win?
No.
Did y'all hurt him with the band name? Was it like, oh, this guy?
No,
I'll
I
never
think-
forget taking him. Have you ever seen Morris Williams? He's really tall.
God, he's a giant.
big
Yeah,
dude.
he's really, really tall. So we got this guy to draw up a cartoon character of him. And when we brought it in, he always had like a flat top, great guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
And,
yeah, he's a great dude.
When I took him a T-shirt in to make sure he was going to be okay with me selling them, I'll never forget, like, he was not one to really just like bust out laughing.
Yeah.
And he did, and he just looked at me and he didn't say anything. And he just walked right out of his classroom with his shirt. And I'm like, this may be good or it may not be good. But he actually took it to the teacher across the hall and got her to come outside. Yeah. And he said, please, Lord, tell me I don't look like this.
Oh man, you held up the mirror to him.
So he was a good sport. Yeah, he was a good sport about it.
He is very awesome
he's a good fellow.
character as well.
Shane Barnett, I love Shane Barnett too. So yeah. But, people. That's one thing that really gripes me terrible. Talking about things online and stuff and whatnot.
Yeah.
Is if Shane lets out the kids at 1 o'clock because it's supposed to be tornadoes.
Somebody's going to complain.
It's like, would you rather your kids be at school or with you?
Yeah,
you can let them out every time.
Situation.
Yeah,
it never fails.
If you don't let them out, we're going to check them out anyway.
Yeah, somebody's
my kids with me.
Yeah, but I think also too, like I don't know on Tony's behalf, but when I was going to Holly Pond, they told you get in the hallway and put a book over your head.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get out for nothing.
Hold on. What do you mean on my behalf?
Where did you go to school?
I went to Coleman, man.
Let's see.
They probably had storm shelters.
They probably let y'all go.
Us county people, they sent us to the football field.
Just because we have good parking spots in our parking lot does not mean we have storm shelters at Coleman.
I'll tell you probably the funniest, maybe dumbest conversation I had with somebody that went to a county school, tried to tell me the hierarchy of the county schools. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh well, I went to and it's the best, and I'll tell you why. I was like, dude, what? Really? You're like 15 miles away from. I mean, what's really the difference?
Well, no, see,
do y'all have that though? Do you feel like there's a hierarchy?
I know that.
Yeah.
You know it.
I know it.
What's your hierarchy, Jesse?
So, like, we grew up in the time of cruising.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
So, like, we used to go hang out at Walmart.
Yeah.
There were fights all the time from kids from all different schools because it's
like a
just how it
rivalry,
was.
like a school rivalry.
More like just.
And then that was
And
also the thing too is like, actual Coleman City.
Yeah.
Like the parents were like, "Oh, don't hang out with them county
They
kids."
did not.
I
They
promise
did
you.
not.
They didn't want their girls to date us or nothing.
Don't
man.
date those county boys.
It was like we were. It was like we were showering with dirty water.
It was different in my time.
It was what?
It was different in my time. I got along with some of the county guys.
No, I had
That's
friends
funny.
from Coleman. And
I
stuff.
do too. I'm just making jokes.
That's funny.
Legit.
I go back though. I want to. So you went to Holly Pond, Jacob. Holly Pond. Okay, so who's y'all's like main rival?
Fairview was.
Fairview, yeah. I think.
Fairview?
When we were in school, it was Fairview. Who is it now?
Hansel.
Is it Hansel?
Maybe in football.
Because that schedule's changed so many times. I don't even
Fairview
really
kind
know.
of was like with us, and then all of a sudden, just like for some reason, surpassed us. Like just
So
lot more
it's all
students.
sports related or what?
Yeah.
It comes down
Yeah.
to sports.
See, Holly Pond kept going back and forth from 3A to A.
Oh,
And
okay.
Holly Pond, honestly,
Okay.
we just never really had a lot of players.
we all, and at one time we all like. We had a whole high school fight. We met at the Holly Pond Fairview
did
Bridge.
not.
I guarantee. I
A whole
promise.
fight.
Whole brawl.
A whole
Football team
brawl.
versus football
Well,
team.
guys, maybe that's why these people didn't want their daughters dating y'all. Y'all were fighting all the time. Y'all were wild, man.
Fairview.
School fighting in the Walmart parking lot, man.
Like, I don't know. It's weird. Like coming to Coleman, like because you grew up in Holly Pond.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and so there's nothing to do
In Holly
there's
Pond.
not.
than to ride back
Okay.
roads and
Go cow tipping.
go cow tipping. We rode
tipping.
four-wheelers. We drank. We did everything that
Bonfires.
you weren't supposed to.
Oh, yeah, bonfires, baby.
And then like
These are all the things that need to be going on that profile.
This
you
is
know?
his song. Hey, it's just like his song.
Yeah.
Beers, bonfires.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
I mean, even what is it? Riley Green says when in that song where I wish Grandpa's never died. He said, "I wish back road drinking kids never got caught.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, we dealt with the county cops all the time. We ran from them on
Were they good to
four-wheelers.
you, or was it
Both. For the most part, I mean, we were having fun. But like nowadays, it's like if you get caught doing stuff, like
they'll come down on you, won't they?
Everybody finds out about it. You know, it's
everybody
like,
knows
It's
about
social
it.
media, man.
you're the crap kid now because you
Social
brought
media.
the beer. You know, then you have all those mothers that be like, I know my Jesse didn't bring that beer. You know what I mean? It's like,
That was not my mama.
yeah, my mom knew
mama.
I was involved every time too. Like
Yeah,
she was like, you just go ahead and sit down and
Yeah.
tell me. You know, so
Yeah.
No, but
biting
my
my
mom
tongue
would go
right
to
now.
bat for me now.
She would.
if you were right, yeah, my mom would too.
Oh, even
yeah.
if I was wrong, my mom would go to bat for me. She'd be like, I'll get on to my child. Yeah.
yeah, I got
What
it.
about dipping on TV?
She didn't like that.
It's who you are, though.
I do
you know?
it at shows and stuff too. And she's like, that's just, it's so
She
good.
didn't like it.
She's so good. And then all of a sudden you just give her that.
Do they all get the hair out of the mouth?
Oh yeah.
You ever, you know, some dippers though drive me crazy. Like I've rode with people, man. It seems like they're just constantly spitting,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or they'll fill a bottle up with spit, like completely to the rim.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, if you spill that anywhere near me,
It may matter.
yeah, I mean, like we're probably gonna come down with some kind of disease.
I've
You know
listen.
what I
I've
mean?
got no problem with y'all, but there is one thing though. Why? At the gas station, it's just right there where everybody's stepping. That's where
Because
you're
as
going to
soon
spit.
as you get out of the truck,
You're just spitting.
it's or you're throwing the whole
Why
thing.
not go for the garbage can? Or why has it got to be
It's too
right
far.
in front
It's
of the?
too far. It's too far.
Y'all got to get better spitting skills. Then.
I'm not gonna
Man.
lie. I try not to. Honest to God, I try
But
not.
you
to.
do.
You do because it's habit. You know, because when I get home and I pull up
Yeah.
and I start walking
Yeah.
in the yard, it's like,
Yeah.
you know, yeah. I don't know, but I'm guilty of that myself.
I mean, I definitely am.
Yeah.
I just.
All right. So
I try
know,
not,
I know
but I
who to
forget.
gripe at vocally. I'll say,
But hey,
Jacob and Jesse.
Then again, what you chewing gum, and then you throw it down, it turns into this
Never.
black little
Never.
Wait,
I
hold
never
up.
do it.
You don't
never
do
do
that.
that.
You can't blame all that on the kids. Man.
No, I don't believe that.
We were.
No,
I
man.
know
the
my
gum
lead
goes in the
guitarist
trash.
Zane was pretty hot and heavy the other day. We were in Huntsville and we were playing at the stage on Washington, and it's.
Yeah.
We had to be there at 7 for sound check. Show don't start till 9, and we're unloading my minivan, and he steps in like a fresh pile of chewing gum, and it was so hot, and it just
Man, it's the worst.
stuck, and then
Yeah,
it was
it's the
stringy
worst.
everywhere. He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, it's on my boot." So then, like the whole day, like, and then whenever we got done with the show, I was like, "Remember, don't step in the chewing gum. Like, don't step in it."
Man, I'll tell you, you don't want to step in any of that, you know, especially if you got some new shoes or something.
Well,
That's
snuff
when it
ain't
happens.
really.
Yeah.
You never
But dip
step
or
in it with old
snuff's not
shoes.
really gonna string along. Like chewing gum, that's all day long.
What's worse?
Yeah.
Just
Dog
do a
crap
couple of feet
all
do
day
a
long.
couple of feet scrapings across the
Yeah,
concrete.
but what
or-
about like if I step in a pile of dog mess?
Oh, that.
That ruined my whole day.
Water hose.
That
You got to get
goes
the
with
water
you.
hose
Like,
to
But
it.
until you wash them, I still think that it just like gets in the
Smells.
soul or
Yeah.
something. You know.
Yeah, because like I mean, I've done it before, stepped in it, and then not realizing I'm driving down the road, and I'm like, something rough.
And that's always in the winter when you got the heater on. You know.
Oh, man.
You got the heater on. It's in the winter time, or it's raining, pouring down rain.
So,
You're like,
Jacob, when you're in Holly Pond, do you wave to people?
Oh, I'm a
Drive
waiver. I do
Yeah.
do the finger thing.
How many?
honestly.
One?
Yeah, just one.
Just
That's not-
one.
Yeah.
All right. Do you know at what point you stop when you're coming into town?
Actually, I do.
What point do you stop waving?
If I feel like the person's looking at me, I go ahead and throw the finger up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even in town?
Yeah, because even
In town?
people ask me all the time. They're like, "You are riding with me?
Yeah.
You know them?" I'm like, no, but he looked friendly as hell.
I only did.
I do. I don't know.
You do
though.
too, Jesse?
Yeah.
In town?
Yeah, Jess.
Tony, I know Tony's not.
Nah, hell no.
Tony's
No, he ain't
racing.
waving at nobody.
And
He's
I'm not
racing.
good with vehicles. So
What do you mean?
Okay,
like
so
recognizing or?
yeah, believe it or not, after all the 48 hours I've watched and all this, that's
You're not
what would
solving
get
any
me.
crime.
After
It was
my
a
professional-
thing on wheels.
If I got hit in a hit and run and the police showed up and was like, "What kind of car was that? Be like red?" I mean, I'm serious. Like,
yeah.
my
Yeah.
wife can name off the
A red
Acuras,
car.
the all those, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
no.
was pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm a wave. I get that too. Jess, she all the time. She's like, you know them? I'm like, no.
What about tailgaters?
Just waving.
How do you handle them? Are you like
I'm
laid
a
back?
slow driver.
So
I
you're
don't
taking
drive
it
very
easy.
fast. Yeah, and if they're behind me and they're tailgating me, normally I just slow down even more.
You
To be
can slow
honest with
down,
you,
yeah.
Mhm.
Y'all asked me that the other day. It's something about us country boys, I guess.
Yeah.
What do you mean, Jesse?
Like
That
being out in the county.
that you
like,
go
I
slow.
guess.
You're
well,
going,
just
you're driving
because
slow.
it's so slow living
Yeah.
out there. Like, I mean, you know how many times I get behind a tractor?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, an actual tractor.
Not
Yeah.
even a tractor, a combine. And they take the whole
They
road
do.
up.
That's the
International harvester
man.
right there.
The only thing that you can do is try to, if you had a little car, you could go under it.
Oh yeah, you could honestly.
Because if not, you fall in it. Or it's like, we know if it's old shed, we're like,
Yeah.
oh, God, his farm's way over there.
Yeah.
So
And
then
he's not
I'll
gonna
turn
get over.
around and drive the opposite direction and still
Yeah.
be,
Yeah.
Talking about the car thing, like not knowing cars real well, like I'll meet somebody or something and I'll wave. My wife will be like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "Well, that was so and so." No, it wasn't. He drives a Tahoe. He don't drive a Yukon, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm always like waving at people, and I know that you're like, "Who was
Who in
that?"
the world?
Yeah, but if I've done that, I thought you were a friend or something.
I really think Whitney and Jess would probably get together and have a great conversation
yeah.
about how we are because
Jacob, where do y'all if you go on a date? Date night.
Yeah.
Where you going?
Where do you go?
Where you going?
I'm going to Allstate to sit in the bar area.
Back
yeah.
room
For
or
a date?
steak?
For
Yeah.
a date.
we ain't even really talking
In the-
about them, have we?
No, we need to. We've
Kind of.
think
I mean,
We
Yeah.
like it. I like the atmosphere. I love
what do
the
you
atmosphere
get?
there.
You get a steak.
Yeah, most of them I get steak, and then I get baked potato, no chives.
steak and
No
toast.
chives.
Steak and tater.
Yeah.
And then salad.
Do y'all go out of town? Any?
We do, yeah. We
Aside
do
from
some.
the Arab Walmart.
We don't. We go like on trips and stuff. Some. We
Yeah.
recently just went to Tennessee to the wilderness.
The wilderness?
Yeah, which
What's
is that
that?
big water park.
Oh.
But like as far as I see what you're asking now though. If I'm gonna leave, if we're gonna go spend a Saturday somewhere outside of here, we're going to Huntsville Bridge Street.
Bridge
There you go.
Street.
Bridge Street.
It's
Wow,
popular
that's
around here.
yeah.
We do that too.
No
a
doubt,
A
yeah.
lot of people say, yeah. A lot of people go to Bridge
I was
Street.
thinking when you was talking about like trap,
Yeah. You're going far
Wait, so
sometimes.
since you said something about chives, that threw me. What do y'all think about cilantro?
Yeah,
best.
I can do a little. I
the
can do a
best.
little.
What do you think?
Put it on some taco, burrito.
trying to think of what cilantro is.
It tastes like soap.
Tony's putting it on everything. Do you put
Oh,
it
is it
on
that
raw?
pink stuff they put?
No,
like-
it's that little green shredded
No.
stuff.
Oh no.
Soap.
Mm-mm. If it looks like
Soap?
Ain't that what that is?
Some
It's
people,
pink, too,
yeah,
right?
some
Tastes
people
like
it tastes
soap.
like soap for them. I've
it's
heard
minty. Is it that minty
Yeah,
stuff?
kind of a minty.
Yeah, no, I tried that once, dude. Spit it right out. I was like,
Listen, authentic tacos. They put it on authentic tacos.
No, they ask me and I say no.
No.
Jesse says no.
I don't want soapy tacos.
Listen,
Yeah,
you're
it's one of
plain,
those
probably
things.
like me, aren't you? Are you very plain? Like I want a cheeseburger with ketchup and pickles only. And I'll even tell McDonald's I'm allergic to onions,
Just
so
to
they
make
don't
sure.
put them on there. Yeah, because I mean they dice them up and then they mash them into that cheese. You're not picking those off.
No.
I'm allergic to onions.
I always tell Chick-fil-A that I'm allergic to tomatoes. I hate raw tomatoes.
Oh man, I could eat like a.
You notice how,
Bushel
like,
of
have
them.
you ever noticed when I don't know about y'all, but sometimes when you got that big order and you're by yourself, you go inside so you can't hide the fact that you're by yourself. And as you order more and more, your voice gets quieter, and by the time they ask you, like, do you want a large
that's
drink
just-
and a large fry, you just are shaking your head. You're not even speaking
Michael,
at
I
that
think
point.
that's just you.
Is that just me?
think
Y'all
that's
don't get
just you.
ashamed?
I
It's
get the
like,
large
no,
Coke most of the
large
time, every
Coke,
time.
large
yeah.
fries,
Listen,
mac and cheese
what-
with the fries.
Listen,
I
if
want
I'm
the deluxe.
getting 2 meals, I'm getting 2 meals. I usually go, oh, the other person, I always say, the other person said they wanted
Whoa,
this.
what? You're inventing a whole nother person
Yes,
for your
and then
second
I take
meal.
it home and
you
I
do
eat
not.
both meals by myself. Thank you.
So you have to
You gotta
invent
feed
some
Tony one
other,
and two.
like you start like pretending to look at your phone. Oh, and they
Yes,
want.
I do that.
Have you really?
Yes, you go through the drive-through, be like, oh, and the other person wants a number 3 with such and such.
the other person.
Yeah.
Wait, do you ever? I've done
It's
this
you.
before just to mess
just
with
me.
people. Is I'll sit there and I'll order, And I'll be like, oh, 1 second. And I'm like, what do y'all want? And then like I just make it up, and then I'm like, and then I'll have
Wait,
and I'll be like,
Jesse,
what do
so
you want to
do
drink?
it too?
Yeah, but I'm talking to myself in the car, and then you pull around, and you're the only person in the car. Like sometimes I do it just to screw with people. See.
What are y'all doing in there?
This is county boys right here. This is county boys stuff.
That's stupid.
That's funny.
Because we only had like the cafe right there around
That's
us
it.
for forever. So when we got to come up where we actually got to talk through a speaker to somebody,
That was a big deal. Huh?
That's like everybody in the world is just like Jax. Oh my God, Jax. Like I even like when I used to be with the label and stuff in
throwing up over
Tennessee,
here.
they would be like, "Oh man, you got a Jax," and I'm like, "Dude, I live 2 miles from Jax. It is the only thing that we have to eat because they shut the cafe for a
Nobody
while."
has ever said, "Whoa, you've got a Jack."
No.
I promise.
No,
Who
they
says that?
it was a big deal when it was
It
coming,
was
man.
like when I was like I said,
Really?
this was like 2010, 11.
I've got a Jack.
They were like, "Y'all got a Jax in your town?" Like,
No.
oh my God, dude, I haven't had Jax
a-
because it used to only be in Alabama.
Oh, you
didn't
mean
know
so like
that.
out of
I think-
state?
yeah.
It's kind of
I
a.
think-
we actually had probably one of the biggest monuments or whatever historical sites. 'Cause I think Holly Pond was the first place that got the Dollar General and the Family Dollar in the
Side by
same
side.
parking lot. I am not kidding.
No,
Right together.
And this is the thing. Right? This is no lie.
Yeah,
If they didn't have what we needed at the Dollar General, you would walk over to Family Dollar.
I'm serious.
and you got what you
You're in the
needed.
same parking lot
You were in the
already.
same parking lot.
Wow.
You didn't have
I'm
to
serious.
move
Was
your
Jack's
car.
right there too?
It was kind of Jack's
Jack's,
first,
Dollar
and then
General.
Family
No,
Dollar.
actually,
Dollar.
it's Jack's, Apothecary, or the drugstore,
The drugstore.
Murphy's.
Murphy's, and then like a little field, and then Dollar General, and then Family Dollar.
Yeah.
So I still haven't gotten your hierarchy of best county schools, Jesse.
Are we talking about like
Oh.
I want the
smarts
list.
or
I don't know, like just your feeling of if you ranked all the schools.
Well, now see, that's it depends if you're doing sports or academics,
Right? You're going to say that's more complicated.
'Cause-
This guy I was talking to is like, no, man, you got to, like he felt like
man.
there's just a list.
Hey, it's
And I thought to
county
me,
schools is below.
City schools are above.
City school is always going to be above, and then St. Bernard is going to be above the city school.
who says that?
I
I don't
actually-
buy that.
I never knew
Everybody-
I don't
anybody
buy
from St.
that.
Bernard.
Hey, I don't think. I mean,
Like in school, I never knew
Yeah, because
anybody.
you know why? They move out of Coleman. I know several St. Bernard alumni that have moved out of Coleman. They're like, and there's no.
But
I
see,
I
don't-
wish they
here's
do
the
that at
other
other
thing.
schools.
Is there still a city county rivalry thing?
I always had
I don't
friends
really know.
from Coleman too.
I had,
yeah.
like, I did have friends from all schools.
I got kids at Vinemont. I got a kid at Coleman. So I'm kind of we're house divided.
Well,
so to
yeah, I get
speak,
that.
You know,
I like
which is
the Coleman people I knew was always just as cool as
Yeah.
Well, one of my
Yeah.
best friends,
Well-
one of my drummers too,
Yeah.
one of my best friends, and
Yeah.
then became my drummer is CJ, and he went to Fairview.
yeah.
And
But do you know how dumb it all sounds to
We're best
somebody
friends.
that
Oh,
like
yeah.
y'all all live like within 30 minutes from each other? You know? what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah.
Cold Springs would be the only one
well,
that's
Coleman,
really
they're out a little bit,
You
but
also gotta
otherwise,
think-
like y'all are all the
rest
same.
of
You
them,
know,
yeah. Because JB Pennington too was kind of one of our rivals.
yeah,
Yeah, but they're in Blount County.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't 10 minutes over
10
there.
minutes away. But those guys, oh man, like what are they doing over there? Right? That's
They were they were pretty good in football when I was in school. Yeah.
they?
One year I remember. Yeah, but yeah, they were.
That was what
it'd be hard to
was
rank
the
them.
school that burnt down recently? Not recently, but a few years ago.
It was Fairview got burnt years ago.
Yeah.
And then
But what was the one in Blount County?
oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure on
I
that.
don't know, Tony. Which one was it?
It's either JB Pennington or Susan Moore.
I don't think it was Pennington.
I
but
don't really know.
yeah, I'm not sure.
Huh. I'm sorry, my ADHD brain went.
Yeah.
Plonk.
Oh well, I'm glad we thought about that for a little bit, Tony. My bad. That's when I needed this one.
When you was talking about that though, with the
Yeah, that's
Which one are you leaning more, like with your kids being at two separate schools?
Man,
are you
I'll
the
tell you
county
what,
guy or are you the...
I love Vinemont. My kids love it. My kids think it's the best school on the planet. They absolutely love it. It doesn't hurt though that my wife teaches there too. So you know,
Okay. I went to school there too for a little bit.
Did you?
Yeah, 2
Elementary
summers.
or what?
That's a true story.
I went to Hansville for a summer.
I did too.
What summer school?
Yeah, my dad actually told me when we started the senior year, he said, "Listen, like I think you really like summer school, but this is the last year. Like you don't get to go to summer school." Yeah, that was
my whole thing is I did not want to go to normal school, and then I had to go to summer school, and I tried so hard.
Yeah.
Like when they were like, "Oh, if you bring canned foods in," I was like, "I was right." Is that still a thing? Like if you bring canned foods, you get extra credit.
Yeah, maybe.
I'd be like,
you were bringing
how much
them
do I
in.
need to make a D? I just need to pass.
That was me too. I remember taking that calculator and adding up stuff, hoping that it'd be like a 59.6, because they'd round it up to 60, and that was passing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it really, truly, I just never really tried. I was big into ag. I liked ag.
I loved ag. Yeah, God, yeah.
So y'all aren't big readers? I mean, books.
What is that supposed to mean? They're big in.
I mean, I know they can read, Tony, but I'm
Holly
saying
Palmer can't read.
I'm saying you're not reading books a lot. Tony, do
Nah,
you read? You don't read
just wanna
either.
say-
All right, excuse me. I read my comic books.
Comic books.
Yeah.
But you're not. You don't
Well, they
have
got
like.
colored pictures.
Shut up, Jesse.
Yeah. Well, I just say that because I gave Tony a hard time because we watch these, weird cartoons and anime and stuff, and I was, talking about. Of course, he watches them with subtitles. He said, "What? No." He watches the dubbed version. There's kind of a big argument there between subbed versus dubbed.
And it kills me too. Like you'll find a real cool show on Netflix or something, and then it's voiced over and dubbed.
Oh, you're getting
so
both.
Like when you're watching the subtitles, the mouths already don't match because it's English dubbed over, and then the subtitle is completely
something different.
something different, and it.
See, I don't even know what y'all are talking about.
Oh man, we're gonna have to get you in on this.
I'm imagining is it like the old Japanese movies
Yes.
where they would be like
Godzilla.
Yeah.
be like, I will kill you. Yeah, and then
But it's better now.
Whatever,
Yeah, it's
exactly.
not like the old kung fu movies. It's better now.
It's almost
lot
like
better
you
now.
don't know, but every now and then it's like, oh, something's fishy.
Something's a little off there. Yeah.
Because I just got done watching a series on Netflix. It's like, I think it was either Thor or Ragnarok.
Oh,
but it's
yeah.
like that. It's a
Yeah.
Swedish.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah,
It's a killer series.
Great
I love that show.
Yeah.
is it what kind of show is it? Like romance? Or
No,
thriller?
that's more
No,
like
it's actually like
superhero
Thor. It's like
kind of.
Really?
Yeah,
It's got
pretty
the
neat.
gods and the titans and
See, if it can't be real, I don't really like it.
Whoa, really, Jacob? Whoa.
Walking Dead, none of that kind of stuff.
Whoa.
I'm completely
Fiction.
Like no
Yeah, no-
sci-fi, nothing.
no sci-fi,
Dune,
no-
nothing. Oh man, look at
out.
this.
Yeah, no.
Look at
We
this.
got one in.
boring
We've
guy.
talked.
Yeah.
We've
I mean, I
talked
just-
about this, but we hadn't had one
Yeah.
in the studio.
If it's cartoons stuff, I'll watch it with the kids, whatnot. But like
You need
adult
like
movies, I
adult
don't want.
crime, like death and murder and solving.
Yeah, I would
solving
watch
this.
some of that.
but
That's
you're not
right.
going to go watch Deadpool or Venom or
No,
None of the comic book stuff.
not unless
nothing.
one of my kids was interested in it, I'd go with them. But it
So-
would be boring for me because I don't like the.
really.
So
So you don't have a favorite superhero?
no superheroes. What
Ninja
about? Did you
Turtle.
play video games as a kid?
Yeah, some, but I mean,
Little bit.
not
Not
a
a
whole
lot.
lot. No,
Yeah.
like the last time I played Nintendo.
Yeah.
Well, never mind. Sorry, I got to take it back because we got one of those old consoles and it's in my son's room. We played it a little bit.
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch a little bit, but like Call of Duty, that
Yeah,
online
right.
gaming.
Yeah.
I've never played it.
Hadn't messed with that. You don't even mess with it.
I'm a Mario Brothers guy.
I guess that's probably
Yeah.
kind of where we would differentiate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because since we didn't have nothing to do in small town, like I had internet and I
Yeah.
got a gaming system.
Tony with the bandwidth over there.
I would go out
Man,
there and
dialing it up.
I would pour my
Dang.
hamster's food in his wheel so he would start turning so I could have electricity.
You did not. Hold on a second. Where are we going with that, Jesse?
Did you ever? Did you really have a hamster?
Yeah, it's
really
making
have
his electricity.
I did have a hamster.
I think all kids
Did you
did at one point.
ever experience the whole situation where sometimes hamsters take deep sleeps?
Deep sleeps, yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
was
think
like,
they're
man,
dead?
I think he's dead.
Or do you have to poke it?
No, like you would poke it, like they
Yeah,
go into like almost a
Deep
coma.
sleep. Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm pretty sure he's dead, but he's breathing.
This is gonna sound
I'm
so
gonna feel bad
dumb,
now,
guys.
man.
But listen, like when I was first became a dad, sometimes I would do that with the kids. I'd be so nervous, I'd go in and they'd be so like, it's still breathing, right?
Poke, poke.
Yeah, like you're watching, like, man, it's been so still for a long time.
And like, am I the only one that's kind of afraid to like flush a goldfish or something? Because
You're afraid to come
what if
back.
that thing gets
back and
down
get
there
you.
and like starts like eating and it wasn't dead, and then all of a sudden you got this
man.
giant koi living in your septic system.
That would be pretty incredible.
I had an alligator.
Really?
Yeah, I
a
really
pet
did.
alligator.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
that was.
What was his name?
We never. I don't even know if we ever named it. Honestly,
It was just the
Yeah,
alligator.
We had it maybe a year, something like that.
You guys want to know something that's crazy is that they talk about like the gators being down like behind American protein. And
Yeah.
all that.
I've been
They're-
seeing
they're
some of
there.
that.
Yeah.
They're there.
In the rivers?
I count. I have seen with my eyeballs.
What is that?
Where's
What is that?
American
Is that
boat
Duck
given?
River?
Is it
Mulberry?
Mulberry?
Is it the Mulberry?
I think it's the mulberry.
Remind me where American Protein is.
Is that down
And
Hansville?
Hansville.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, 91.
Tyson owns it now.
That ain't Black
Down
Warrior.
91.
No,
Down
is that the
91?
Is it the
Is it the
Mulberry?
Warrior? Or-
Yeah, I think it may
Man, we ought to
be
know
the
this.
same one that's going
We
through
should know.
Garden City right there at the that
I think
big
it is the
bridge.
mulberry, maybe.
Yeah.
So you have gone out there and seen.
With your eyeballs.
With your eyeballs.
See them.
You got any pictures?
I ain't got no pictures.
Then you didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Didn't
You know what,
happen.
Tony?
It didn't happen.
You want to go on an adventure, buddy?
Go
Me
see
and
some
you.
gators, man.
Yeah.
I can go down to New Orleans do that.
You can go to Gunnersville and do it.
Exactly.
Wheeler's got
Yeah.
it.
Apparently,
There
they
you
say
go.
you can see them in Smith Lake. That one's a little far stretch, but the river for real back behind there, big old mule.
Yeah. Jacob, do you do the lake thing? Do y'all get out and do anything?
Yeah, I used to fish a lot.
You
Actually,
officially?
yeah. And
Yeah.
one morning I woke up and I was like, I don't even enjoy this anymore.
That was it. You had
Yeah.
enough.
So you
I mean,
switched to golf.
I play at golf, man. Yeah, I'm dressed like I'm going today. But
You
this
look
is
like a
actually
golfer.
this is my
You-
nice clothes, man. This is
I like that.
this is my
You look
dress
like a
stuff.
golfer. I like that.
Well, that's good because my game don't look like I'm a golfer. I can tell you that right now.
You enjoy it though?
I love it. Yeah, it's fun.
Where do you play?
We play at Terry Pines some, play at Chesley Oaks.
I like me some Chesley Oaks.
Yeah, Chesley Oaks is great, man. The thing is, you can for somebody like me, shank one. I'm still in play most of the time, But we used to play at Gunner's Landing a pretty good bit. I like it out there a lot.
I'm killer at putt putt.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I suck at golf.
Really?
the putt.
And I mean, not that any of my other games are awesome, but putt, like putting, I'm terrible.
I'm great at the driving range.
Are
I can
you?
hit that thing forever.
You top golf it?
Yeah, those kind of
You
things.
do that?
But I'm
Top golf's
Yeah,
fun.
remember
Yeah.
we're supposed to go do a battle or something there. With,
Oh yeah, that's right.
Huh?
That might be
Michael
something
says
for
he's the
TikTok.
best at top
I've
golf.
never said that. No.
Who
no.
said he? Yeah, he did,
I didn't
he?
say
I
I'm
want
the
to get in
best.
on this too.
He said he was going to whoop that Tony.
Yeah, you did.
I can be
say
you,
this.
but I'm not the best.
You want
Do you
in on
play
it?
much, Tony? Do you
I
play?
mean, enough to where I'm more than
Michael.
likely better than Michael.
Listen,
I
these-
can hit that ball, boy.
See, Michael looks like a golfer. Do you play much
no,
too? You don't?
no, man. I'm terrible at golf.
I'm a Happy Gilmore
I'm a-
of golfer.
There you go. We gotta go then.
That's me.
Get out there, just
I always take plenty of beer
Yeah.
and plenty of balls. I mean, that's just
I
That's
have
it.
more fun driving the golf cart and probably yelling for at people. And I think that's frowned upon, isn't
yes,
it?
it is. But I do have to yell it from time to time for serious. Yeah.
I yell it when I drive by the golf course. Like I'll roll my window down.
You're
honk
one of
the
you
those
horn.
do
guys.
not. You do not. Do you?
yes.
I am.
Just driving
I'm
by.
that guy.
You've screwed me up so many times.
Oh yeah. All right.
I don't do
Listen,
that. I used to have a Dixie horn in my old truck.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like I would drive by
Yeah.
and I would blare that.
I guess we need to all go play some golf then. Y'all can teach me. We'll get
Every
out there
time,
and-
I'm gonna carry an air horn just to show him how it feels. Whenever.
Well, you know what you need to do is go to one of his shows, and while he's playing, pull out the air horn.
Actually, you would think that I would have PTSD because, like I said, again, country kid stuff. But we would have bonfires and stuff, and like if you go walk off in the woods to pee or something, our buddy'd walk behind you like a 357 and just fire it.
Oh man,
like right
that sounds
beside
safe,
you.
super safe,
And
guys.
so like, and
Firing off guns, getting in fights, drinking in the backwoods.
yeah. It's stupid, but the thing
I would say
about
though,
it
was
as far
fun.
as parents on the dating spectrum, I think I can see a trend here.
I know why.
dating them county boys.
Yeah,
Them country kids.
them
is
country
odd.
boys, man. There might have been something to that, Jesse.
I don't know. It's just a thing. I assume that I don't know if everybody done that, but nowadays I don't flinch for hardly anything. Like scary movies, if it's a loud bang, like
Yeah,
my stepkids will jump or something, or Jess will jump. Like anybody will jump, and then like it's so bad now that even my nephew, we have trained him. Like we'll play like a Jack in the Box, and it's like dun 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 dun, dun, and he'll look at it, and then it pops up, and nothing.
You never make a face.
unfazed.
I
knew it was
because
gonna
we're
happen.
that way. I don't know if it's like
Oh yeah.
everybody. I don't know if it's just that country kid thing in us or what. But like,
I'm not jumpy at all.
I even I shot the cabinet in my house with a 9mm one time.
Good grief.
A hollow
purpose?
point. It almost went. It went through the sheetrock,
No.
and there's a bulge on the outside of the brick. No, it was my cousin was trying to buy it from a guy. And so I was
This
checking
sounds
it.
terrible.
I was trying
Jesse.
to clean it.
This is how
and,
people
like,
die.
I know.
This is
Never
exactly.
clean a loaded gun.
Oh my god!
I know it was just
Every
some,
gun statistic right here,
Right
Jesse.
No, and like I'm super safe about it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I try to be super
Yeah.
safe, and I preach safety on
Yeah.
those things. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, remember
Safety,
now,
safety,
kids,
safety.
make sure you don't.
Yeah, yeah. And then it's like, oh,
But what we had done is it was super dirty. I don't know if
That's
this
in a cop
guy.
video.
I don't know if this guy just like played with it in the dirt, like it was a Hot Wheel or something. Like
Yeah.
It's rusty and stuff.
dirty.
Yeah.
So like I was trying to unjam it already.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it just the slide and it hit, it just fired,
Oh my
and it shot like a
Country boy can't
little-
survive.
pinky-sized hole in my mom's
Let me
kitchen
ask you this:
cabinet.
did you flinch then?
I'll tell you what. It was me and my cousin. He was sitting across from me.
Yeah.
We're at the kitchen table. The cabinet's over here, and I was messing with it. It slam fired, which is a real thing that can happen, and it's where the firing pin gets stuck. and
Yeah.
It's the slide will slam
Slam,
and
yeah.
it fires.
Yeah.
So I'm lucky it just didn't go da-da like twice, but thank God it didn't. The second time
you made it.
it fired back.
Country boy
But
hands.
we jumped up real quick because we didn't know. I was like, "Am I shot?"
Looking around.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Did I shoot you?" And it was so
man.
loud. My dog, she disappeared for like
Sure.
2 hours.
Oh, I bet.
Because she
yeah.
was just chilling in the kitchen floor, and me and him just in there talking, and dun dun dun, bow, and it's so loud. You ever shoot a 9mm hollow point in the house?
Yeah.
Oh, it would echo
Where?
every
Not in the house? No.
Not in the house.
See, city folk, man.
Hadn't even shot their gun in their kitchen.
Listen,
These idiots.
My mama didn't want me to have the gun in the house, so
You what?
so mama didn't want me to have the gun.
And,
in the
and I would
house.
like to tell y'all that I was young when it happened, but I
This
was
was like last year.
28.
Did you tell your mom right off the bat?
No, I told everybody there. I said nobody say nothing
Yeah.
because it was me and my cousin Luke, and then my sister-in-law just got home from like work, and she sees her dog bolt out. Then Luke bolt out of the house, and then
man.
I come out and I'm like, I shot somewhere. 'Cause, I couldn't find the bullet hole.
Yeah.
So we go back in the house to assess the situation, and sure enough, there's like a thumb-sized hole, and it's right where the drawer closes. So like you couldn't even really see it, and I was like, "Well, just don't tell mom."
Never happened.
So then my mom got home. I said, "Mom, you love me?" She's like, "What did you do?"
Ain't it funny? Even at 28, it's like, I hope she don't tear my ass up.
I was nervous, but yeah, shot a hole. It went straight through the cabinet, straight through the cabinet, straight through the wall, and stuck in the brick. And it's there to this day, I'm sure.
That's
Guys,
scary, man.
Listen, Jacob, I don't even think we've scratched the surface today, man.
I've enjoyed this thing.
Yeah, I feel like this needs to happen again.
We need to do a Guess Who.
Yeah.
like it.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yours is more one-on-one. You say that, right? In your
Yeah, it's more like
description.
one-on-one.
It's a one-on-one.
Yeah.
All right. So where can we watch your show? Is it everywhere?
Yeah, it's on Spotify and everything. Yeah, Amazon,
YouTube,
Apple
Music.
YouTube.
Okay.
Now the YouTube thing, I think I'm fixing to just start doing highlight reels only. I don't think I'm gonna put the full podcast up anymore.
Yeah.
It's just so time consuming going,
Yeah,
and I'm the
it
one
takes a
that
while.
does it.
Yeah.
so
You're
know,
doing it all.
mhm.
It's kind of a
So
it can be a pain.
Yeah, it is. I got a guy. I had a guy from Texas that was kind of doing some of the social media stuff.
Yeah.
Just because you know, like in here, you may say something that's funny, but you don't think it's funny. Where somebody, you really almost need somebody else to be like,
To kind of be,
dude, this was a really funny part, or you know what I'm saying?
So they clip it for you.
Right? Yeah.
got
He
you.
would like snip it for me, and then
Yeah, if
you
we
know,
had
send
a
it
little
back.
more, if we were a little more advanced, maybe we.
I think
we
that's
need to be
kind of what
taking
I'm
snippets.
planning
This is
on
awesome.
doing.
This is a nice
for the-
setup.
Our
Very
TikTok.
nice.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
have a
thank you,
TikTok as well. It's My Coleman TV.
That's right. Jesse Priest is going to be. Jesse and Tony are going to
be
be
running the TikTok.
going to be doing some MCTV
Weird-
TikTok.
Weird
I don't know.
Be
TikToks,
good.
y'all.
So yeah,
That'll
If
be
you get
good.
bored tonight, you can come see me at Puckett's.
Jesse's
There you
playing
go.
at Puckett's. Man,
If
come out.
you've never
What
heard
time?
Jesse,
What
they
time?
got
7:30.
7:30.
Playing at Puckett's. Yeah, and then if you want to Sunday, if you're bored, I'll be at the Valley Tavern.
Valley Tavern.
That's
bowling
an
alley.
awesome place, ain't it?
Hey,
Yeah,
Sunday.
dude.
Hold on. Sunday. What time, Jesse?
6:00.
6:00 Sunday at the Valley Tavern. Get out and see Jesse.
Yeah.
Check out Jacob's got his show.
Guest who?
Guest who?
Yeah. Guest. Like, yeah.
Guest who?
You can watch
With
mine.
Jacob
It was
Gibbs.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, you was
did
one
it.
of the first
Jesse's
ones.
on
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Jacob, though,
I
I'm
want
kind
Jesse
of
back,
disappointed.
actually.
I feel like after talking to you, you should be doing some true crime or something. Like, I think we need a true crime podcast.
Oh, no,
You know?
I'm gonna
That
go
would be-
after conspiracy theorists.
Are you
soon, I
are
think.
you a theorist? Or you have
some
any
things
ideas?
Some things I don't think's real, like the moon landing.
Hold
you
on,
know.
hold on. We need to. I forgot. That's one we always we
You
ask
don't
our
think the
guests.
moon, you don't. The
Where
moon
are
landing
you?
is fake.
It's definitely fake.
It's definitely. You're
told-
saying it's
There would be a Dollar General up there now. I mean, think about it.
on
I
the
told
moon.
Michael and them the other day that
Yeah.
I think the moon is fake itself.
Yeah, Jesse doesn't
It's
even
hollow.
believe like in
So,
the moon.
Are you?
Could. I mean-
Jesse,
No, a
are you
satellite
flat,
hit it.
flat earther?
No,
No, not
Where do you
flat
draw
Earth
the
for
line?
Sure.
Where do you draw the line?
How far?
Jesse?
How far does this go?
how far does what go?
Do you
Jacob, is the moon
flat
real?
earther?
Is the moon real?
I'm not
I
saying
think
it's
the
not
moon's real.
Okay.
I think it's a planet.
I think it's
Yeah.
hollow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't think we've ever been there. I really don't.
I don't know that we've ever been there either. Maybe now we have, but back then, no.
Well, they're
about
saying
Mars?
now we can't go, but we could in
But we could
the
in the 60s.
We forgot how.
Let me ask you this though. Here's my thing on that. If we could fake it so easily with the video, right? Why didn't Russia just do that like 6 months before? You know?
Because I don't
Like, why
think
didn't they
I don't think a
just
lot of
do
people
a
were
video?
watching.
Well, I was
Russian
told we
film.
paid them some too.
We paid the Russians off. We
I think
said,
so,
look,
yeah.
I know.
y'all
I kind of
just-
think that our cinema and our cinematic thing
We
has
were
always
advanced
been ahead
more.
of the curve, especially because like
Listen, in the '60s, you couldn't do that stuff.
you ever watched
Who
a
took the
Godzilla
picture?
movie and then watched a movie that we made.
whoa, wait a
never thought
minute
about
now.
that. but-
Look, it's not like that was their best though. It wasn't like
I know,
Godzilla's the cream of the crop, right? I mean, there was some. They got, there's some classics. out
Somebody
there.
came to me
That's
recently
pretty funny though.
There are.
and said if we landed on the moon
Yeah.
and Neil Armstrong was the only one that got out and got on the moon, who was standing there that took the picture?
Buzz Aldrin.
Who took?
didn't
So you're
get
saying
out.
there's a
Buzz
picture
Aldrin.
of him on the moon?
Supposedly because the footprints.
Buzz Aldrin was the other person on the moon.
Okay, well then Buzz took the picture
Got
with
it.
his
That's why
cell
Buzz
phone.
Lightyear's name.
I've held it as long as I could.
With
I've
his cell
got
phone.
to go pee.
All right, Jacob Gibbs in the house.
Appreciate it.
Y'all watch the show. I'm Michael Sapp. This has been the MCTV Summer Takeover. I've been here with Tony
Yeah.
and Jesse Priest. Stay groovy. Y'all keep watching. We'll see y'all next time.
Thanks.
Hey, bye bye, baby.